Boom, guys, listen, so maybe I'm late to the party, but apparently there is a ritual going on, okay? I don't think this was an opening ceremony. We can at least call it an opening ritual, if you will. Now listen, a lot of people, first of all, I'm gonna explain this. There was the Olympic Games in Paris. You probably know already what happened. If you don't, I won't explain it, okay? But there was some vile stuff going on in there, okay? People, some deranged people have put on a show. Let me tell you that. Okay, go look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But listen, they did made a mockery out of Christianity and stuff. But listen, everyone's out there and they're talking, okay? You have Twitter. Twitter's full of it. Hey, this guy did this. This guy did that. This guy showed his nutsack on TV. I'm like, what the hell, right? What the hell's going on? Like, I don't even watch the news. I get, people, my friend, I live with my friend. He's like, bro, did you see this? And I'm like, no, what's up? Oh, this happened. I'm like, what the hell? So I never follow the news. I just get updates from every now and then. But it is what it is. Even the Trump thing, I was like, oh shit, damn. Because I didn't know that happened. I didn't watch the news. So, I live in my own bubble, the Notorious bubble. That's the best place to be, just be a menace. Bop, 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 bop. Anyways, everyone's talking on Twitter. And people are even protesting, right? Even my man, God bless you, bro. Andrew Tate, he was outside protesting outside of Parliament or whatever it was. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, and this comes from my heart because I stand up for this stuff. And I'm going to tell you why I can, talk about this in the first place. Because everyone's out there talking right now. Everyone's saying, hey, we need to stop this. Hey, we need to stop that. Hey, we need to stop this, right? But no one actually knows how to solve it. But I do, okay? And I'm going to tell you exactly how. And I know this because I was a soldier, right? I was a soldier for 6 years. And the reason I got out of the military was because I refused to take a certain jab, right? Right? You probably know what I'm talking about. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's probably the same people that set up this shit show that set up this thing, right? Boom. Who knows? But anyways, I love being a soldier. I truly love being a soldier. Just being out there, running the gun all day, amazing stuff. Really, really fond of the craft. It is a craft, truly, something to be good at. But I know firsthand how difficult it is to stand up when you're in a position of, hey, I love doing this thing, but I can't stand for this. And so if that means that, hey, I have to let this go for now, then I'm willing to do that. So you saw this too with the tennis player called Djokovic, because he also refused to take the same up that I do before his US Open. And he was foregoing the possibility of becoming one of the very best because he didn't want to do that tournament because he had to take this. And that is how you solve it, okay? That is how you solve it. There needs to be, maybe not for that case because it was such widespread, but for the games, the Olympic Games that we're talking about here, the only way to sort this out is not by talking on Twitter. It's not by protesting outside. God bless you, bro. Andrew Tate, God bless you. Thank you for standing up. But hey, the only way to solve this is truly if the athletes stop performing. It's the only way to sort this stuff. I posted about this in my Telegram, and the guy commented like thumbs down. I was like, bro, what's your suggestion then? What's your suggestion? Tell me, right? But listen, the only way to stop that is if the athletes stop performing. Because if you have the athletes stop performing, you know what happens? That opening ritual, it will just be an opening ritual. It won't be Olympic Games. It won't be the opening ceremony anymore. It will just be some weird-ass freak show that someone put on. But as long as the athletes keep performing, then we have something called the Olympic Games. As soon as they stop, it won't be anything. It won't be anything. And that's the only way to stop this, because then no one will care. No one will care. No one will care if there's no show. As long as there's a show, people will care. People will watch. People watch for the athletes. And the only reason they're, watching the opening ceremonies and stuff is because there's athletes, right? It's a show. There's a show that have a full package. They have this athletes, this sports, blah, 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 blah. If all those disappears, then it's just a weird-ass opening ceremony, right? So it has to come from the athletes. It can't come from the people who set this stuff up because they're deranged. Oh, my God, they're deranged, right? They set up that ceremony. They set up that shit show. So now it's only the athletes it stands on. It's only for the athletes to stand up, pack their bags, and go home. Every single one of them. It does not matter. Every single one needs to go home. That's what needs to happen. If that doesn't happen, nothing will change. I saw a picture of a guy a story, my friend's story on Instagram. Apparently, a dude fought in the women's boxing division. Have you ever fought against a woman, like in sparring and stuff? I don't know, most of you are guys watching this channel. Have you ever fought against a woman in sparring? Okay, it doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work, right? Women, I love you, but hey, there's differences, okay? We have muscle. You guys don't have that much muscle, okay? It's just how it is. But God bless your souls, you're beautiful. Listen, I know how difficult it is when you're standing in that position and you have to take a stand. But the athlete themselves know that this is wrong. They know that they're selling the show by not standing up for this. They're getting fed vegan meals, for God's sake, right? They know how bad they're being treated, and yet they don't, they don't have the balls to stand up for this. But it's the only thing that changes it. And so all this talking on Twitter, it doesn't do anything until that happens. So I'm not like, these athletes are probably too busy competing in men versus women boxing to what we watch my videos, but that's essentially it. There's nothing else to it. And what I will say though, there's no point on commenting on this too, because you're actually just feeding into their whole thing. You're feeding into the whole thing. When people are posting on X, they probably don't even care. They're probably just you doing it for views, right? Probably for likes on their post or whatever. Because the more you let this affect your mind, the less you stay on your mission, okay? We're all about staying on the mission here. Notorious, Nico, Notorious Army. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Like the video and everything. Guys, don't let this thing fool you. Don't let this occupy your mind. Don't get too attached to this thing. Because in the end, we're not the ones who get affected. The only things we can affect, guys, is our path. The way we're going. Getting in the gym every day. Leveling up our mindset. Providing for the people around us. That's what we can affect. And as long as that's the only thing we can affect, then that's the only thing that we should have on our mind. All right? And the lives of the people around us, if that's something we think of, we should have that on our mind. Hey, I can do a good service, a good deed for someone today. I can help someone today. Then that's something that we can have on our mind. But other than that, we keep it simple. We live in the bubble, okay? We live in the bubble and we progress every single day. That's what this is all about, okay? And not let ourselves get dragged down by all this news and stuff. Because we don't have the capacity for that. If you want to perform at 100%, and I know this, because I competed in events, not like this, of course, with this fucking weird shit going on, but I've competed in sports, I competed in Muay Thai, I've done ultra marathons, everything, and I know that the sooner, the less amount of thoughts you have in your mind before you go into something like that. Life is a competition, guys. Life is a competition, and the less thoughts we have on our mind, the more we can stay focused like that and keep everything like that away, the better we're going to perform. And so we're going to perform better in life. Very simple, okay? Don't let this affect you guys. It's only the athletes that can do anything about it. And I think that's it. All right? God bless you. I hope you're all on the path. And I hope you guys are crushing it. Crushing it. It's a new month right now. So new month to really, really level up and scale up and do your best, okay? Go out there and crush it. All right? Take care. And God bless. Boom!